The clock that ticked true. In a quaint village nestled between green hills and flowing streams, there lived a young boy named Ravi. Ravi was known for his charm and cleverness, traits that made him popular among his friends and loved by the villagers. But there was one glaring flaw in Ravi's character: he was always late. Whether it was school, helping his parents in the fields, or meeting his friends to play, Ravi never arrived on time. People often teased him, calling him Late Ravi, but he just laughed it off, never realizing how much trouble his tardiness caused others. One fine morning, the village elder, Grandpa Ram, gathered all the children in the square and made an exciting announcement. "I have a special competition for you," he said, holding up a beautifully handcrafted clock. It was unlike any clock the children had ever seen, with intricate carvings of the sun and moon and a pendulum that shimmered like gold. "This clock," Grandpa Ram continued, "will go to the child who completes a simple task. Tomorrow at sunrise, climb up the hill, collect a rare blue flower that blooms only on the summit, and return before noon. The first to return with the freshest flower will win the clock." The children buzzed with excitement, and so did Ravi. "I'm going to win that clock," he declared to his parents that evening. But his father chuckled and said, "Only if you wake up on time, my boy." Ravi rolled his eyes, brushing off the remark. That night, Ravi stayed up late imagining the clock sitting proudly in his room. He finally fell asleep, dreaming of being the first to reach the summit. But when morning came, Ravi's old habit betrayed him. The other children woke before dawn, gathered their supplies, and began the climb as the first rays of sunlight kissed the hill. Ravi, on the other hand, slept soundly until his mother shook him awake. "Ravi, it's already late," she exclaimed. Panicking, Ravi threw on his clothes, grabbed a bag, and raced out of the house. By the time he reached the base of the hill, the sun was high in the sky, and the other children were already on their way back. Determined not to give up, Ravi began the climb. The hill was steep, and the path was dotted with rocks and shrubs. Ravi huffed and puffed as he climbed, scolding himself for not starting earlier. When he finally reached the summit, he found only a few blue flowers left, their petals wilting under the midday sun. Disheartened but determined, he picked one and hurried down the hill. When Ravi returned to the village, the competition was over. The elder stood in the square, surrounded by children proudly holding their fresh blue flowers. The clock was awarded to a girl named Meera, who had started early, found the most vibrant flower, and returned well before noon. Seeing Ravi's disappointed face, Grandpa Ram walked over to him. "Ravi," he said kindly, "you are bright and capable, but you need to understand the value of time. This clock is more than a prize, it's a lesson. Time waits for no one. If you respect time, it will reward you in ways far greater than any clock." Ravi felt ashamed but also inspired. From that day on, he made a promise to himself to change. He started waking up early, planning his day, and making sure he was punctual for every task. Over time, Ravi earned a new reputation, not as Late Ravi, but as the dependable boy everyone could count on. Moral of the story: punctuality is not just a habit but a discipline that shows respect for time, others, and yourself. It is a cornerstone of success in life.